Good night. Good night, Sebastian. Welcome to your favorite online talk show, radio, www.sxmtalk.com. Sorry again, our apologies for the late start. But yeah, I can't even give you a reason for that. However, we're here tonight. I want to thank you guys for logging on and tuning in. I also want to thank each and everyone that sent in their comments and remarks about last night's program. Gotta congratulate everyone because it's one of our most listened and watched shows of date. But let me say good night to a few of my friends out there. Apollonia Violina's girl, how are you doing? Good night to you. Lizanne Charles, good night. How you doing? I hope you're doing fine and everything is well. Ananda, my girl, what's happening? Good night to you. Iron Man, good night. Jennifer, thank you for the comments. Really appreciate it. Good night to each and every one of you guys. We was contemplating today whether or not we should respect the holidays and have a program. And then our friend send and say, what's up? We are online waiting for you, Chris. I said, okay, I'll be there shortly. I come to realize that it's an outlet that has been missing on the island for a while, for a very long time. And I keep telling people, I honestly believe that this is the new medium, this is the new way to go. And we're going to be getting much better and better. We are sorry for the little technical glitches that happens here and there because we have people still telling us that, it's coming across a bit sticking and pausing and breaking up at times. Trust me that we are working on it. I think it has to do with our output and stuff like that. We are working on it. But I want to get into the program though because a friend, let me say my boy Kendall sent me a message and say, leave Dave alone. And I said, yes, you're right. But you know what it is? When you believe in something, you shouldn't leave no one, absolutely no one out there, try to squash it, or try to mislead your thoughts, or try to create an impression as if you're the one that has something wrong with you. And it's not that I'm picking on anyone, but I think that if there's a position that you're backing, then yes, stand your ground and back your position. And this is what I'm doing. And I wrote him back and I said, sometimes in life you simply have to put some people in their place. And they may be good friends of yours. They may be very, very good friends. They may be family. But sometimes you need to just let people know what your stance is and leave it as that. Because after last night, Dave decided to write back and you saw the true colors coming out. And mind you well, Dave Levenstone in Sabre has a radio program himself. And after going back and forth and me talking about how he's a hypocrite, I wrote him back and I said, Dave, my friend, I don't think I can stop calling you a hypocrite because more and more you show it. If what I said was low, Dave, how is it you never react to what the both ministers had to say in the papers? And more so, Dave, do you remember the famous tape or recording with Theo when he called the governor all kinds of names? You see, it's okay for a dynasty or a family to run St. Martin forever, but you don't want the same for Sabre, Dave. Remember the article you wrote in the Daily Herald of Tuesday, November the 30th, 2010? Please read it again, my friend. And this is what I told him to please read the article. Now, we have the tape here. The tape with when the former or the outgoing minister T.A. Heiliger called the governor, all sorts of names. We played it right here with all the bad words and everything. We uncut nothing because we want people to hear exactly, okay, what it is the incoming minister had to say about people in his country. No, yeah, he was an incoming minister at the time. But I want people to hear, I wanted people to hear how he viewed high-ranking officials in this country, in St. Martin. And nobody found out what was wrong with that. Dave ain't had a thing to say. But listen to his response. You see, because when you catch people in their own hogwash, when you catch them in their rubbish, when you catch them in their nonsense, they just find stories and ways to wiggle out of it. This was Dave's response. Christopher Emmanuel, you are mixing up matters terribly. I see nothing wrong with what the two ministers said in the papers. They were expressing their feelings about the breakup of convenience. Seriously, Dave? Really? You don't see nothing wrong in the newspaper? Nothing wrong what those two individuals had to say in the newspaper. You don't see nothing wrong. Nothing at all. And that's why I talk about the double standards. You're a hypocrite. Because you don't see nothing wrong. But when I said on the radio, but who these ministers think they are, you found that was low. You found that was low. He goes on to say, this thing about dynasty is pure nonsense. If you all have the tape, play it and stop talking. The ballot determines who should and will run St. Martin, not traitors. Sabre got no dynasty for sure. And if there's a threat of a dynasty, I will speak out against it strongly. All in all, the type of negative talk you guys is coming with is telling me that it seemed that only up was in the government, but you guys should be more than happy now. This is not about being happy. You see, that's the difference between we, or my person, Dave, and how you and your guys and those up people think. That's the difference. This is nothing to be happy about, Dave. St. Martin is in crisis. And let me say it, yes, they, the up, created that crisis. St. Martin is in turmoil. St. Martin is in trouble. St. Martin needs fixing. St. Martin is broken, Dave. This is nothing to be happy about, you see. So for you guys, it's about getting into government and there's a jubilee. It's a fanfare. It's time to be happy. I'm not happy. Why should we be happy? Huh? Why? Because now the up gone in opposition and the NA is back. The NA is in government. That's why we should be happy. That is something to be happy about. When last you been to St. Martin, Dave? But I'm coming at you now. Let me finish read it. Right? You all can now follow the white line with 3 ministers and 5 seats against 4 others with 5 seats. It will not be smooth sailing, mark my words. The same talk shows I will sit back in the comfort of my hillside house on Sabre and listen to them bashing the same team, St. Martin, of convenience. Good thing Theo is no longer there to blame, even when people cannot sleep anymore. In Caribbean politics, there is a saying, retreat for a better position. And that is what will happen. Whenever the bell rings, Up and Theo will be ready. Bless up, my brother. Yes, Dave, bless up. And thank you for your posting. And like I said, it shows clearly who you are and what you think. And I like the part when you say you're going to stay in your hills. Stay right there. There's where we want you to stay. Mind your business and keep up of our politics here. But I ain't finished with Dave now. This is the part where I want you guys to see his true intentions. Okay? Because he laid it out clear. And this is for everybody to know why he don't see nothing wrong with what the two ministers had to say. Listen to what he said. Let me say it out loud. I support the United People's Party of Theo Heiliger all the way. Theo happens to be my nephew-in-law, and I support his party from deep down. So no one can expect me to lash out at times, although I live on Sabre. But we have many Sabans living in St. Martin. And if need be 2014, I am ready to run in St. Martin also. My advice to UP is to start a radio talk show like some of those others. Now, thank you for showing your true colors, Dave. And let me say this. This is the difference, right, between you and I. This is the difference. Okay? I stand on principle, Dave. All right? On principles. My uncle ran on a list. Okay? On the French side. Not my uncle-in-law. My uncle. Blood. Flesh. My mother and him is brother and sisters. Okay? My grandmother is his mother. Theo ain't nothing to you, just an in-law. But he ran on a list, okay, with a philosophy that I didn't agree with, that I don't think is best for St. Martin. Because I told him, I said, Uncle, you can't want to support something on one side of the island, okay, and then disagree with it on the other side, and vice versa. So he couldn't get my support. You know what you call that, Dave? Principle. Not because he was my uncle, I should put on blindfolds and go and support him from deep down inside. Okay? And let me say this to you, Dave. You know what I'm going to do? I ain't done with you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a picture of the ring road. Okay? I'm going to take a picture of the causeway and how they're going to dredge the lagoon and put down piles. Okay? I'm going to take a picture of how Emilia Wilson Estate look now, and he who signed off all the contracts to start development there. I'm going to take a picture or pictures of the windmills that they have up on the harbor and the one he have up on his house. And then I want you to look at them, Dave, and tell me, Dave, if you want those things in Sabre. Huh? Tell me if you want those things in Sabre, Dave. No. But you know what? I got news for you. Go on the list and come now. We got St. Martiners living in Sabre too. But we ain't coming over Sabre. So you come over St. Martin. Come over St. Martin, man, because you think you're going to run and you can do it. Come. The amount of blows you're going to get over here on that list, Dave, come. Come. Okay? That's when you're fast and you're out of place. And you have no respect for St. Martin people. All right? St. Martin people now feel free. They feel liberated. People now are saying, boy, things feel a little bit much better and nothing haven't been done yet. Okay? Because it's like a zombie these people and them had on the country. And that's the reason why, Dave, I can't stop calling you a hypocrite. Because everything what you don't want for Sabre is good, fine, and well to happen here in St. Martin. Okay? We know what you stand for. We know what you stand for. Okay? I am about principle. All right? Not loyalty by descent. I'm about principle, not loyalty by descent. All right? If William Marlin is doing things that the people of St. Martin don't approve, Christopher is going to come right here, and my record speaks for itself. Because anybody could tell you, when I was on the backyard, I used to talk about things that was wrong. I'm not loyal by descent. So because he's your nephew-in-law, St. Martin will continue being the way it is. All right? But you show your true colors, and happy for that. Okay? And then you went on to say they should start a talk show. Start the talk show, man. Leave them start a talk show. You know why? I post it back to you and tell you, proof is in the pudding. And the facts are clear. It will be very interesting to see the platform they will use to have a talk show. What are they going to talk about? What achievements are there for them to talk about? Huh? What achievements? You come posting, bragging that yes, he was in opposition as a member of parliament for the Netherlands Antilles. Huh? But you're bragging about it. What platform are they going to use to talk about? They have no platform. There's no achievements. Where are the achievements? What is it? What? Name me one. Name me one. Giving out pencil case in schools? Name me one achievement, Dave, that you could use. Come on, man. What you don't want for Sabre, you shouldn't want for St. Martin. And you're talking power of convenience. It's convenient for you not to say that I'm mixing up things. You know why I'm mixing up things? Because I slam it right back in your face as to what you just be saying in Sabre. You just be beating up all kind of people in Sabre. But yet you don't find nothing wrong. Okay? You don't have the Johnsons and Sabre up a wall. Up a wall you don't have the Johnsons. But because I said, but who these ministers and them think they are? Yes! Tia Heiliger, Frankie Myers, outgoing minister, who they think they are? Huh? Let me say this to you, Dave. Colin Powell said, no man is a country unto himself. No man. All right? We don't appreciate your rhetoric that you're spewing out here in St. Martin. Keep it in Sabre. Keep it in Sabre. And if you want more blows, just hit me back up. Hit me back up on Facebook and let me go at it again. Because I'm going to come back at you and show you, right, the thing that is happening in this country. Okay, initiated from the up. All right? They promised no school fees in 100 days. Wait, is Dave? They promised free internet in 100 days. Where is it? They promised job creation. Where is it? The only job creation happened was in their cabinet, in their government, from everybody else on the list. Where is the job creation? They promised and promised and promised, and nothing came about in 100 days. Only for themselves. That's the reason why they was absolutely correct. That is greed bringing it down. Their own greed is what brought it down, Dave. Why you don't talk about those things? But you want to come talk about your support and we should be happy now, like in the all jolly fest and thing what's going on here. Nobody's happy, Dave. This is nothing to be happy about. This is nothing to be happy about. All right? Let me tell you something. Don't feel that we don't got soldiers over here to back up our stance on things what we just be saying. Okay? They were expressing themselves. Fine, sure. Express themselves. I was expressing myself too. But I show you the difference in leadership. I show you the difference in character. I show you the difference, right? When it comes to individuals who have country at heart. They could jump in the paper, jump in the media, hold press conference, and get down as low to the dot as possible. And all they was doing was expressing themselves. But now here comes the difference in leadership. Because I told you, and trust me when I say this, when the two members of the National Alliance left and went independent, William Marlin was hurt. He was hurt. But he maintained his composure. He didn't go in the paper and talk about this, who house he built and who he sent to school and what he gave and what he didn't. He didn't do it. That's the difference. That's the difference. Okay? That's the difference, my friend. All right? That's why I said to you, your double standards and your hypocritical nature, right? Your hypocritical nature is plain and clear to see. And don't feel that you could say what you want to say and we're going to just swallow it up and take it as it is. But it's good to know now that from deep down in your heart, way deep down in your heart, you support the United People's Party because he's your nephew-in-law. That's good. But the damage that is done to this country, that have been done to this country, okay? A $14 million contract to a Canadian company to do a new tax system. 17 million cost of living adjustment to be paid out at once when in 19 months they couldn't get it done at all. A rush signed off cost where it could cost the government millions and millions. Okay? If they try to do anything about it. Huh? That's the government you want to support, Dave. Okay? And I mean, he lashed out at the boy, humiliating the young man, humiliating his family. Total lack of respect coming from one that's supposed to be the deputy prime minister. But I wasn't surprised. I really wasn't surprised because I listened to the tape. I wonder if we got a tape there. I wonder if we could find a tape. I know if we could find the tape, you know. Yeah, it's going to be too much for us to find it because if I could have found the tape, I would have played it right now so that you could have heard it. All right? I know people say it wasn't coming through clear and stuff the last time, but I need people to hear. That's why we shouldn't be surprised. The manner in which he carry on. Okay? But you know what I'm going to do? On the next program, when I go out, can I take those pictures so I could show Dave and Saber what his party and his leader that he's supporting so much in St. Martin has done to this country. All right? The boys and them come together and say Team St. Martin because they want to work for St. Martin now. It's convenience. Fine, it could be whatever it want to be. The benefit of the doubt is given to them and they are the ones. Okay? Have to live up to what they said. I see Dave just sent something here. All right? Dave said, my boy Christopher Emmanuel is dedicating a total program to me. Man, I feel honored this evening that a St. Martin talk show host of dedicated his time on me. Bless up, Christopher. Yes, Dave. I'm dedicating a whole program to you. And I actually wanted to say, this program is in dedication of Dave. Dave Levenstone out of Sabre. You know why? Because you don't want to mind your business. You want to be involved in St. Martin politics. You want to be involved in St. Martin dissent and denigrating. Okay? You want to be involved in everything that is wrong here in St. Martin. That's why I'm dedicating this whole program to you. Okay? That's why, and listen now, you're going to invite me to Sabre one of these times. Let me come on your show. Let me battle it out. Let me debate it. And I'm going to see if my boys will come over there and stream it. Okay? Because some point in time, Dave, we got to be honest with ourselves. When things are wrong, Dave. Because I just listen to you sometimes. And you don't leave those Johnsons and them get away easy, Dave. You don't leave them get away easy at all. I remember one time you called one of the Johnsons and them a dummy. I remember that. But that was low. But I ain't getting involved in what's going on in Sabre. I'm not going to get involved. All right? So if you feel that there's a lot of Saburns in St. Martin and the St. Martin politicians not representing them properly, you come to Sabre, come to St. Martin, write out yourself from Sabre, write it in St. Martin, put yourself on the voting list for 2014, Dave. Come, good, fine. Okay? But anytime you want to have this debate about principles, about ethics, about leadership, here or in Sabre, let me know. Let me know, because I'm going to come with my facts, I'm going to come with my proof. All right? I ain't making up no story here. Because I am looking at someone to your stature. And you are telling me, Dave, you are saying to me, right? Honestly and seriously in your heart, you don't see nothing wrong with the content of those two articles by outgoing ministers, Franklin Myers and Tia Heiliger. All they was doing was expressing themselves. But you took your time to listen to the online program and decide we was preaching hatred. You took your time to write that. And it was low when I say who they think they are. But Dave, who you think you be? But I think you're so respectable that I honor you with a whole program, a whole show. All right? Yeah, I just received a message there. That's why it was a little pause. All right. We have a number of things here, Dave. And listen, right? I just keep these things in record. They're in the newspaper. All right? They're in the newspaper. So that's what I'm saying. I know there's a number of things that you said also that one could consider real low. But who's me? Who's me to come and send you a message and say you're preaching hate and Sabre? No, I out of place. I out of place. All right? That's the reason why I keep telling you, stay out of St. Martin politics. Mind your business, because the Dutch own you right now. Okay? The Dutch own you right now, Dave. So you shouldn't have nothing to say about St. Martin. But I have no problem if you want to back your nephew-in-law. I have no problem with that. It just shows that he has no principles. All right? But answer me these questions, because I know you're listening. Right? I know you're listening. When was the last time you've been in St. Martin? Come to St. Martin, Dave. Let me know. I'll even come and pick you up and drive you around and show you what's going on. You realize that outgoing Minister Tia Heiliger has been in charge of public works for a number of years as a commissioner and even as a minister. He's been in charge of public works. All the projects what have been going on, the so-called project, they've looked at them really. Wait, what? A little bit of rainfall, look what happens. Look at the drainage, what they just fix. Look at the roads every time what they just fix. We spend millions on these projects, Dave. Millions we just spend on them. And they are done in a cheap, substantial manner. Nothing is up to par. Nothing is up to par. But we still spending millions. Look at the pond and the ring road. Why you think those big pipes they are putting in? Why? Because of the sand where they put there block up all the smaller ones. That's what's going on. That's what one person, Dave, one person in St. Martin have this country the way it is. But you want me to talk about DP? Because he was part of the government with DP. He was this, he was that. Dave, you see, This is what has disturbed me when intelligent people like yourself speak this kind of nonsense. Yes, he was in a coalition government with DP. Who was running the country, Dave? Who? Who was running the country? Huh? Let's come down to the nitty-gritty of it. Let's come down to the realness of it. Who was running the country? Seriously. Who was calling the shots? Huh? Wait, you want me to go through all the formalities? You looking at this country from time they got into government. You are seriously looking at St. Martin and telling me that St. Martin is looking good and our future is bright? That's what you're telling me, Dave? Huh? That's what you're telling me? But you should feel honored, because this is the respect I have for you. That yes, I decide to dedicate a whole show to you because I need to put you in your place. Okay? He was responsible for infrastructure. Look at St. Martin infrastructure, Dave. Look at it. Look at it. But you're opening your mouth and you're talking. Look at St. Martin, man. Come on, Dave. Look at St. Martin. And tell me that St. Martin is in a good standing. Look at this country. Huh? I know what's going on here and say you don't want it in Sabre. You don't want it in Sabre. But you want people to believe that it's a good thing for St. Martin. Or people got to stop it. Don't think that you don't got people who can defend St. Martin honor. Because with the same zeal, the same passion, the same emotions I have here, fighting and standing up for St. Martin is the same thing, Dave, you're doing for Sabre. Come on, man. We got to have some heart. We got to be real and honest with ourselves. Okay? We got to be real and honest with ourselves. St. Martin is in a mess. The island is in a mess. For years, he's been over the harbor and tourism and everything. Every year, we drop in and we drop in and we drop in. Newsweek of New York International said, the top 10 countries in the world. St. Martin was 5th. We are 9th now, Dave. They had the pros and the cons. You know what's the pros? You know what's the pros? The harmonious greeting that us get on both sides. The gastronomical part in Grand Cars. Okay? The beaches on the French side they mentioned. Okay? You want me to tell you what's the con, Dave? The concrete jungle and infrastructure and traffic. Go online and check it out for yourself. Every minister is responsible for his or her own portfolio. Every minister. Okay? Boy, Dave, listen. You really want to get people riled up here tonight? Huh? You want Sabre to remain as a pristine 5 square mile nice rock with a bottom and the nice ocean and then the offshore diving. Sabre must remain nice. Sabre must remain pristine. Okay? Sabre must be good. Come over St. Martin and live now. Okay? And listen to me. Let me say this. Let me say this to you, Dave. Right? The people of Sabre, they don't want you and their government in Sabre not for 1 week. They are sending back packing. As much family and thing he got over there. I ain't speaking things and I ain't making up things, Dave. That's the difference between you and I. That's the difference. I love my country. I'm in love with St. Martin. All right? And any politician and any political party that is destroying this country, I speak out against it. Yes. I am a national alliance, yes. Okay? But I have my eye on this incoming government. I have my eye on those ministers from the National Alliance. I have my eye on those members of parliament. I have my eye on them, and trust you me, I'll be ripping them asunder here too when things go wrong. That's the difference. What you guys do is sit back. Oh, it's Theo. He's God sent to St. Martin, and he can do whatever he wants to do to this country. Shred it apart, destroy it, rip it apart. All right? And it's good. And it's good, it's great, it's nice. And then what's your response? What's your reply as to what I'm saying? Oh, he wasn't in government by himself. You're right, he wasn't in government by himself. It was a coalition government with the Democratic Party. Yes. Yes. But I know that you know better than that. So I ain't going to go through the details of it, because I know that you know better than that. But you think that we are all idiots. We no longer are island council, Dave, or island territory. We're no longer island territory. Every minister is responsible for their own actions. And when it comes to the destroying of the environment here on St. Martin in 19 months with the ring road, okay, with a causeway, and you know what? You know what's so funny? You, Dave, very well know that this causeway is not a good thing for St. Martin. You know it. You know it. Okay? The minister outgoing to your Highlander is responsible. He's responsible for it. That's why I said I can't stop calling you a hypocrite. I can't do it. Because you're showing your colors more and more. You're showing them more and more. All right? But if you feel you want to come to St. Martin and battle with us over here, come true. You want to be bold enough to put yourself on a list 2014, go ahead. I challenge you to do it. As a matter of fact, I only challenge you, I dare you to do it. I dare you to do it. Put yourself on the list, Dave. Okay? Put yourself on the list. Put yourself on the list. All right? Take a look. Take a look at the picture behind me, Dave. Okay? That was the up government. Take a good look at it. Getting fat. Swelling up. Okay? Bossing. And look at the people. Huh? Look at the people. I don't want to call their names. I don't want to call their names because I'm not going to reveal my sources. But the gas price had gone up. There was a negative advice from the Economic Affairs Department to the minister not to raise gas prices. And he still did. He still did. Okay? And you want to talk? Where's the relief? All the promises about the GEBE relief, where is it? Where is it? Huh? But then you want to come and talk? You remember when all the elderly people was taking off their understand and their pension and everything? Everybody was sent letters. But the ministers and them raised their salary for the cabinets. Huh? What about that, Dave? That is what happened to them. Greed. Greed is what brought them down. So yes, I'm dedicating a whole program to you. I'm dedicating a whole program to you. Because I want St. Martin people to know that Dave Levenstone in Sabre wants St. Martin to be destroyed, but he wants Sabre to remain pristine. That's why I'm dedicating a whole program to you. Okay? You're still my boy, you know. Like I say, invite me on your program. I've never been to Sabre. So we could debate it on Sabre. But I ain't inviting you here. Nah, I ain't inviting you here. Because if I open the phone lines, the people are going to eat you up. All right? In conclusion, Dave, basically what I want to say to you, my boy, what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. If you don't like it for Sabre, you don't want it in Sabre, don't want it for St. Martin. The dynasties are nonsense, and you would speak out against it. People could go to the polls. Yes. People can go to the polls. But you know how elections are run. You know. People can go to the polls. But just how you don't want a dynasty to continue running your country, Sabre, I don't want a dynasty to continue flourishing and running here in St. Martin. I also want to let St. Martin people know that there are elements out there that want to keep fooling the people. And Dave is one of them. There are elements out there that want to keep fooling the people. And that's why I said I applaud Dave when he said they should start their own radio talk show. They should. They should. Everybody should start their own. Listen, SXMTalk, it's for everybody. Anybody could come here and say what they want to say. Even you, Dave. Okay? I created this so people can have an outlet and they can be free to express themselves. But the proof I mentioned earlier is in the pudding, and the facts are clear. All right? Interested in what platform they would use to talk about. Show me their accomplishments. Show it to me. I could go way back, Dave. I could go way, way back. You could imagine. Can you imagine, Dave, if Belvedere wasn't built? Huh? The harbor buyback shares. Can you imagine if Lenny Priest at the time didn't put that into the agreement with the harbor? But everybody want to believe that he built the harbor. It's his harbor. That's what we just hear. And you don't find nothing wrong with that. That in a country, everybody believes that it belongs to him. You can't go out in the harbor. You can't walk around. You can't go with your family. You can't take pictures. Huh, Dave? And you find those things is okay. Anywhere on Sabre that you can't go, you're going to make a noise about it. You're going to make a noise about it. But one person, one man have this country the way it is. One person. And then a dynasty. Then a dynasty. But we must accept it. We must leave it. We must continue to leave it flourish and to run and be as it is. Huh? I just received a message here saying, give the examples again of leadership. I don't want to delve in that so much because it is clear. It is clear. When William Marlin was working on 10-10-10, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, bringing home the bacon, he suspended his role in government to campaign. That's a leader? That's a leader? So, Leave him sit back. And yes, Dave, he has never been in opposition on the island level. Go in your archives and try to find it out. Go ahead. You should know better. But I like one thing that you mentioned though. You're going to sit in your chair, lay back in the hills in Sabre, and watch what's going on when it don't last. And this is the disrespect that you have for the people of St. Martin. Because instead of you saying that you want to see how this government is going to function, and you're giving this government your blessings, because the people of St. Martin deserve an opportunity and deserve to be governed. No. It's not going to be smooth sailing. It ain't going to last. You know what that's called that? Sour grapes. Sour grapes, and that's the difference. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Because we know the conditions that this government is in, this country is in. We know the conditions that these individuals going in, what they're going to face. We know the circumstances that those outgoing individuals left this country in, signing off permits, millions of dollars in contracts. The finance minister have a horrendous task ahead of him. And you find all that is good. You find all that is well. So, I'm seriously dedicating a whole program to you. I hope you appreciated it. But at the end of the day, Dave, stay in Sabre. You keep fighting for Sabre, and I can keep fighting for St. Martin. And what you don't want for Sabre, you shouldn't want it for St. Martin. All right? Because I just read your posts, I just be online. When I could catch the radio program, I just catch it. We all of us want what is best for our country. And that's our right. We deserve it. To want to see our country good. But who's me? Who's me? To talk about what should and should not be in Sabre. Who's me? I'm out of place. Yes, there's St. Martiners living in Sabre too. And yes, there's a lot of Sabrans living in St. Martin also. But you're out of place, Dave. And you can support as much as you want to support. I have no problem with that. Okay? But come with your facts. And come straight. It is clear. If you don't see nothing wrong, just expressing themselves, then I was expressing myself too. Where's the hate? Where's the hate in the country? You don't like it because we was talking about your boy. I'm going to leave this one for you, right? Always my quotes. Martin Luther King said, don't equate dissent with loyalty. Don't equate dissent with loyalty, Dave. Write it down. Blow it up big and stick it up in your wall. And every time you think about up, read it. And you'll see the destruction that they have caused in this country in 19 months. In 19 months. St. Martin have gone through a tremendous amount of turmoils, okay, in the last 20 years. All right? We have had two horrendous disappointments in this country. Okay? Two horrendous disappointments in this country. And one of the major disappointments and disasters we have had in this country is Hurricane Lewis. That's one. And the second major disaster we had is when that UP party got in government. I see you send me a post, Dave. Dave carries a Dutch passport. And up until now, St. Martin still forms part of the Dutch kingdom. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely right. I'm got a problem with that. I know exactly what you're trying to say. Okay? I know exactly what you're trying to say. But you gotta be laughing. You know why you gotta be laughing? Because all what I said, you can't comment on it because you know the facts is there. You can't comment on it. So you're going to throw that last little jab. Right? But you don't TKO. But that's good. Okay? But the Dutch own you. That's the difference. The Dutch controlling you. Okay? My prime minister here in St. Martin is a St. Martiner. My deputy prime minister here in St. Martin coming in is a St. Martiner. All right? The Dutch own you. The Dutch own you. That's the difference. All right? So you can wave your Dutch passport all where you want. And wave it wherever you want. Fine. All right? But go and wave it to the Dutch. Go and wave it to them. That's fine. And like I tell you, yes, St. Martin is still part of the kingdom. And you're welcome to come and jump on the list. Go ahead. Go ahead. But like I said earlier, I dare you to do it. I challenge you to do it. All right? So go ahead. All right? Okay? Yeah, that somebody just sent a message, Dave. You see like how you send in your messages? Somebody just said one. Okay? I have to report. I have to give account and report to my prime minister, my deputy prime minister, my members of parliament, my ministers that I elect, me. I have to give account to them. Well, I don't have to give account to them. All right? But you have to report to Queen Beatrice representative in Sable. You have to report to them, not me. So you could take your passport and wave it as much as you want to wave. I could wave mine too. But when I look up, I see Sarah Westcott Williams, William Marlin, okay? Sylvia Jacobs, Cornelius de Weaver, Roland Duncan, Roland Tuitt, Romeo Pantaflet, St. Martiners, Dave, St. Martin people, all 15 members of parliament, we reporting to Queen Beatrice. You got to report to them. Okay? The Dutch own you. The Dutch own you. You just wake me up there on that last piece. So when you feel you could send in your messages, people listening and they sending in theirs too. All right? And as a matter of fact, Dave, I know you don't speak for the people of Sable. That's why you can't get elected. Because they ain't elect you. That's why the Johnsons run in Sable. So I want to go so kind of low. So I want to hit those low blows. So I'll leave it so. But you can't get elected in Sable. You want to come get elected in St. Martin? Come. Come. Remember, remember they say, somebody with a mere 180 something votes, ain't got enough votes to go on with a seat, but got a seat. Come. And dying low. Dying low. Come on, man, Dave, man. Come on, come on. I know that you know better than that. I know that you know better than that. But anyway, we are down to the last couple of minutes in the program. I saw something today that really, really had me a bit upset. You know? While you sitting on the another message for you, Dave. While you're sitting in the hills on your porch, think to yourself who you really report to. That's what you gotta do. Think to yourself who you really, really report to when you're sitting on your hills in the porch in Sabre. But invite me over, like I said, like we have this debate. Invite me over. All right? I want to thank the people of St. Martin for logging on, for tuning in. And I ain't done with Dave yet because I'm going to take a few pictures of St. Martin because maybe he haven't been over here in a while. And I want him to see how this country is. I want him to see it. Because I know a lot of the things what going on here, he don't want it for Sabre. To each its own. Dave, I want to wish you a pleasant evening, a blessed good night, brother. Take care of yourself over there in Sabre. Continue speaking out for the people of Sabre, Dave. I know you mean well for the people of Sabre. And I will continue doing the same thing for my people here in St. Martin. Including the people from Sabre who live in here in St. Martin. And anybody in Sabre that wants to have a voice, SXMTalk is here for you. Because that's how we do it here. I want to welcome each and everyone and thank you guys for tuning in. Take care of yourself. God bless you guys. Enjoy the long weekend. Enjoy the few days off. Spend it with your family. Spend it with your friends. Drive around the country. Get a duck in the beach. Enjoy what we have here. It is ours, our country. Stand up for what you believe in. St. Martin people, take care of yourself. God bless you. Good night.
Julie, she said she ain't a 10. I said, baby, you could fool me. I'm at the climax like I'm watching a movie. Cruising girls, they fine, they all dimes. It's probably there I find the baddest chick of all time. I said, damn, she thick, gotta make a mind. The big 1-0, cause she sure wasn't a 9. And my exit girls, I just love them. If it's on the low, they can keep it on the cover. Think she getting low, you should see her undercovers. Plus they put it down in the kitchen like no other.
Just like the freaky way you are. The island girl, the key to Unoha. I'll never choose another island girl, let's get it on. You're my island girl. I'll never choose another island girl, let's get it on. Island girl. I'll never choose another island girl, let's get it on.
I need myself an island girl to match my island swagger. You know the wifey type, the kind that makes you mind your manners. I've been to different islands, different cultures, different flags. Started in the Cayman Islands, looking down to Trinidad. Met some Bahama mamas, some Puerto Rican chicas, some Dominican divas. I got the island fever. I got a different kind of love for Caribbean ladies. Waist got me thinking about making some Caribbean babies.
The way you look, the way you move, the way you talk. Just like the freaky way you are. The island girl, the key to Unoha. I'll never choose another island girl, let's get it on. You're my island girl. I'll never choose another island girl, let's get it on. Island girl. I'll never choose another island girl, let's get it on. Island girls, we talking to you, you get it on. Be hypnotized by your move, get it on. No one I can do what you do. If I answer, it's a true. I never could have get you up in mind. Rock City JVD, I love my BVI dimes. Anguilla girls like sugar and spice. So stay by my side like red wine. Fiji, my Caribbean girls. I love the way you talk. Latina Maria, oh mi muchacha bonita. Antigua, take it down low. Saint Martin, Grenada, take it down low. Only an island girl could ever walk so. I'll never choose another island girl. Let's go. The way you love, the way you move, the way you talk. Just like the freaky way you are. The island girl, the key to Uno heart. I'll never choose another island girl. Let's get it on. You're my island girl. I'll never choose another island girl. Let's get it on. Island girl. I'll never choose another island girl. Let's get it on. The way you love, the way you move, the way you talk. Just like the freaky way you are. The island girl, the key to Uno heart. I'll never choose another island girl. Let's get it on. You're my island girl. I'll never choose another island girl. Let's get it on. Island girl. I'll never choose another island girl. Let's get it on.
Here we go. Yes, baby. Now you got me. Yes, baby. Now you got me nice, 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 nice. You got me sweet, 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 sweet. Oh, girl. Yes, baby. Now you got me. Yes, baby. Oh. Girl, you have me hanging on a string. And I find you should know what I mean. From the first time that I met you, I know there was something about you. I still went on